Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We're here, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the next episode of Sword Art Online Alicization. This being the 27th episode of Alicization overall, or the third episode of Underworld, however you want to go. Previous episode, it was great seeing Alice just get that fire in that passion, right, for protecting Rulid Village, even though with how the people were tortured, the whole thing, her revealing herself to them as an integrity knight, and just she went beast mode. Like it was pretty easy. I mean, it was just some goblins, but it was still badass, right? It was still great to see that play out in the previous episodes. So that was like kind of like the first half of the episode, and then the second half of the episode, they actually like went into. Now, obviously, we have like these guys here on the Ocean Turtle that they're like in the main part of it. I believe they're like in the main room or whatever. So they're there, but they also went into like what is actually going on with Kirito, because like we just kind of assumed before, we're saying that okay, his Fluctlight is fried, it's damaged, like he's just like a vegetable, but his Fluctlight itself, I guess, is not like actually damaged. It's the one part of it, like it was like with his ego or something like that, that is damaged. So Kirito eventually should be good, right? Depending on how this plays out, I think eventually he's gonna, we'll see Kirito how he was before. Even though some of you guys are saying, man, you're in for a rude awakening. Even when Kirito is back, he's gonna be facing some trauma, which I guess makes sense. With everything that has went down, but still, there's probably gonna be badass Kirito coming back at some point, right? But now we have like kind of this race for Alice. We have like these guys here on the Ocean Turtle who are in the main part. They're after Alice, and then our people are in there after Alice as well. Some also things I didn't really notice in the previous episode. Asuna was kind of like eyeing the the thing to dive into Underworld. So Asuna, which people were saying Asuna has a bigger part in War of Underworld, that's kind of like Alice and Asuna, so I'm really looking forward to that whenever that goes down. But she was eyeing, I didn't really take note of it or anything in the previous episode, but she was like eyeing that. So that's probably coming soon as well, man. So a lot going on here, to say the least, in Underworld right now. So yeah, I'm excited for another episode to see what we'll have here, man. We're gonna hop right into it. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're gonna get started in 3, 2, 1, play. San Diego. This is before the attack on the Ocean Turtle. It said like 9 days before. This is in GGO. Oh yeah, okay, I remember this. I remember this. We saw this in the. So yeah, they were here. Okay, see, like some of that's coming back to me from the previous season, because they showed this there. So this is when we like first saw them in GGO. And that was only 9 days before the attack on the Ocean Turtle, apparently. So he's like a higher up or a bigwig at some Glowgen defensive system. I was about to say he's like a higher up at some corporation or something. Like, sees the soul translation technology. So this is when they were first hired. Machine that can. You got him there. Analyzing souls. I want to do that. Or at least it's caught his attention. The U.S. needs to take control of that technology. So, because that could be used as something against them in war, right? Which is a part of what Wrath is wants to do. I like how we get to see actually what led to them even coming here. What you know, they're literally hired on this job for it. Use whatever methods you want. So the U.S. is involved, but actually not involved, right? Like, and that's where we are now. Hey, don't. I know. He's like talking to. Well, don't touch Alice. That's what I was gonna say. But I like the actual like project and whatnot itself. But like, don't you're not touching Alice. Nah, not happening. Oh man. I really like how they're going into these things though. Like, see, this is the kind of stuff that like I think Reki like before struggled with in some of his writing with SAO. You know what I'm saying? So you can kind of see with Alicization here like the improvements, right? Like how they're going into what is actually going on with Kirito, right? They didn't just leave it like, oh, his fuckblight is fried. Like there was actually like a bit more to it. What's actually going on here, like how they were hired, how they were even brought in the first place. Because at first we just saw them kind of show up here. We didn't really know, like, okay, these guys just randomly showed up. So, right, trying to prevent like plot holes or just like some BS, like they're actually explaining everything that's going on. So I like that. Here we go. The final load test. So yeah, they're in the main control room. A pile of dried turds. What a comparison. Yeah, and they're locked in here. He's been holding them here for like he's still like in the air. Yeah, so they did what they wanted to do. Obviously, they still have to, or they still want to do more, but their objective to actually get in here and whatnot, like they still have obviously other things they want to do. The naval escort won't make a move for 24 hours after the operation's launch, which we saw that ship out in the distance that's just kind of sitting there. That's some BS. And that deal was made with the JSDF. Like, really? Can't saw it open. Wouldn't risk the C4. Right. Eh. I'm not gonna give them any ideas. I'm not. I'm not gonna try and contribute to the villain's acts here. I'm not even gonna bring up maybe suggestions. This man's just trying to get his ass beat. Ooh, no, no. Man, he got them focused up like that. I mean, obviously he's like the big wig, right? He's the they all look at him, right? That's their boss. So he can probably make him do whatever. The goblins have fucklights too. Did we know that before? I don't think we ever did know that. They're just kind of going through the data right now, and right, right. I love the banter between these two. I gotta say, like, we haven't got much of it, but I kind of like how these two go at it. That's dope. That is dope. So they're gonna have themselves go in here and be like kings or like gods or something, like, or not maybe gods, but like probably almost the highest you could get. Like, ah, never mind. High level accounts outside the human empire. So I was saying, I mean, I'll go however far I have to go. They talking about like the dark territory? Was it like level 70? Dark Knight. So they're saying they're gonna be like what? Like the commanders or like the leaders of the dark territory or something? Because they're talking about commanding the monsters. Like the this is sketch. Emperor VECTA. Or Vector. No, that's gonna be him. Yeah, that's gonna be him, not you. But like, look at the stats. Like, look at the for the Emperor. This dude's about to be super OP. He's about to be what the hell? The final load test will destroy the barrier between the human empire and the dark territory. I couldn't read it all. Huh. As we've been seeing, yeah. Like he still kind of had like these reactions and these like instincts kind of to Asuna. Go in there, my girl. She's like, yeah, yeah. And she was eyeing that in the previous episode. She's like, I'll go in there. Which if we got I'm kinda nervous though too. It makes me kinda nervous, right? Like if Alice and Asuna like it's gonna be awesome, but it's gonna worry me too at the same time. Ah. Because I want to see it, but I also don't at the same time for the sake of like safety, you know, like and protection, like protecting Asuna. But she's probably like, I don't care. That final load test again. Army of monsters will flood the human empire. This is about to be just madness. Yeah, it's gonna be kind of. It's gonna be madness, bro. It's gonna be just all out craziness, probably. But I mean, the like Alice is back. I mean, we have the other Integrity Knights still. They've kind of building up their forces again and whatnot, but still, the World's End altar, and that's where they were trying to tell Kirito to go. I think, right? The end of the previous season. Yeah. Yep. And, right, and we know they are, so they're spot on. Yo, we about to have Asuna, Alice, and Kirito, man. Here, like the way they're building this up, dude. This is gonna be because when Kirito comes back, if the three of them are fighting alongside each other, ooh, that gets me so hyped, dude. They won't have time to crack the login passwords. Aren't they already about to go in there with the high level accounts? You might want to bring that up if whatever's a possibility, man, because what you're thinking is probably what exactly they're doing right now. Which, if we see what they're doing, you know, like what? Maybe there's a reason though, like he's not or can't say. She's like, I'm doing this. Like I'm going. Like there's no stopping me. Like I'm not even having second thoughts or like worries or anything. Like I know what I want to do. What are we doing here? We got Sin on, obviously, but oh, wait, is this one of like the previous like tournaments? Or damn, jeez, that's Miller. Yeah, so this has to be from a previous tournament, right? Damn. What did he just say? Okay, why does he have to do all this now? Come on now, man. And why in this fashion? Like, what? Jeez. That's Miller. Dude. So that was from one of like the previous uh tournaments in GGO. But she's having like nightmares about that shit. I guess it makes sense. Like I probably would too. Like if I got killed like that, like in the game. I would love for you guys to get involved, but are they actually? I hope they don't just tease us with this. Like I hope they actually are involved in a little capacity. You know what I'm saying? Like that they at least do something. Well, we know for the most part they're probably not gonna be doing shit. It's basically it's probably gonna be just mainly Asuna. But I hope they do give the others some shine. They let them do something at least. And here they go. So Asuna's going in. These two are going in. Dark Territory, Obsidia Palace. So yeah, they're literally like the rulers of Libya Zankel. Why does she look like what's her name? She looks like Fanatio, doesn't she? This is the commander right now, but the Emperor's coming. Like this, he has literally the role of the Emperor. You know, mortal being is dead, is gone. Like this is where they probably start to make their move, right? Like, but that relates to the final load shit. Yeah, like this is it. Peace. So wait, he's talking about making a peace treaty and all that with the Integrity Knights, but here comes Miller as the Emperor, and that's not gonna happen, right? Like, there's no way he tries to make peace with them. Both goblins chiefs, the orc chief, chancellor of the huh, the dark mages. That's what it was. Oh, that's a way to do it, I guess. Oh my gosh, that was the last thing I was expecting. See, but look how they're doing this, man. And then Miller's gonna come in, the Emperor, and they're gonna like their whole shit's just gonna get fucked up. Their whole like thing is just gonna, yeah. See, I was just waiting for this. Yo, oh my god, he spawned in there like that, like literally in the seat. Like what, bro? This is bad. They're talking about making peace, potentially with the Integrity Knights. Like, nah, that's not happening now, like, or maybe they still try to do something. I don't know. They're probably gonna get killed, or they're gonna just totally be under the control of him or something. I don't even know. Like, there's no peace talks about to go down. Hell no. Maybe before they came here, but this is like, dude, like the whole marriage thing too. Like, no, like their whole thing just got killed. Like that whole vibe, like that just whole thing got shut down. With them coming here, right? With them loading in. Oh boy. So, oh man, this shit's gonna be wild. This is gonna be complete madness. It's gonna be like all out, just war, right? I mean, I know it's called War of Underworld, but like, I mean, it's literally about to be nuts. It's gonna be nuts, dude. The setup here is brilliant. Like, oh, dude. This is a really good episode, man. Bunch of idiots on Crunchyroll calling it filler, not even knowing what that word means. I mean, did they mix in anime original content here? If so, I don't know. Either way, this was excellent setup. Honestly, this was a really good episode. Just, I mean, how they were kind of like I love the way they were. Like I was saying before, like Reki with this, like this is just another case of this how his writing has improved, in my opinion, at least. Like just this episode and the previous episode even are kind of like showcases of that. But just how they were going back and forth between like the first half of the episode, like we got how Miller and well, he's the bigwig at a company obviously, but how they got hired, how they got into this in the first place, right? How they're kind of seeing obviously they were going through like kind of the data and whatnot in the main control room and whatnot, and kind of going through the possibilities of like how they could come into here and get a hold of Alice. So there was that, but then on the flip side, and they were talking about like actually diving in, as we see they've dove in now. But then on the flip side, like with Alice and Kikuoka and whatnot and that, and how they were seeing it, so they kind of were like in parallel, but we are getting it from two different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? I really liked how they did that. I really liked how they did that. It's sad that they cut about Gabriel's child memories. I don't know if that when he first loaded in there. I don't know. I don't think that was Alice like reaching out for him when he was loading in there, but there was like some girl reaching out for him. I mean, it would be like a younger Alice, but it didn't look like Alice to me. It was some other girl, I think, like reaching out for him. So I don't know if that was like a reference to his memories or something, or if there was something up with that. I don't know, but um they want the action, as many said. That's been like, um, it's sad that there are actual humans. Before I get to that, it's sad that there are actual humans in the Dark Territory, and clearly all of them. Yeah, like when you would think of the Dark Territory, you would think evil, right? Like they're all evil. But we got a good look at they don't actually, they're not actually evil. I wouldn't consider them evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Now that Miller or VECTA is on the stage and the head of the Dark Mages does peace talk, will end it. Yeah, like I was saying, like their whole thing just got like shut down pretty much with this development. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now that Miller or VECTA, however you want to go about it, now that he's like the emperor, now that he's in control, he's gonna be in control of everything. Yeah, whatever they want to do, any peace talks or anything like that, nah, not gonna happen. The man's a madman. You can tell. I could tell, right? I think we all can tell. When they brought up souls to him and analyzing and all that with Souls when they first hired him, he was like, oh yeah, you know, like that really caught his attention. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, dude, this dude's a madman. It's not gonna be cool. It's not gonna be cool, dude. It's about to be chaos, man. It really is. Um, Good episode though. Like I was saying, really good setup here. This is how you do a setup episode, right? Definitely, in my opinion. But they also gave us some stuff like how they were hired in the first place, you know. But I mean, we're about to obviously they've dove in, but we have Asuna diving in. Like oh, dude, it's about to start picking up here, like really soon. But the build up and the setup has been great. I hope those two who wanted peace defect to the human side. I would like to see that as well. I would like to see that as well, but like like how likely is that to happen? You know, especially with the situation now. Like I don't know. I don't know. That was exactly what it referenced. Half of Miller's backstory that should have been in the episode if following the novel, but wasn't. They might be flipping it around or something. They might be going about it a different way. I hope we do get his backstory though, obviously, because I want to get more for sure. So yeah, man, good episode of Alicization this week. Really good episode. Let me know what you all thought of this one. If you did enjoy the reaction, make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.